Tidbits from TNT, Saturday morning, October 19, 2024. Listen to the full version on the official dinarreport.com website and become our supporter on Patreon. Tishwash. Iraq signs gas supply agreement with Turkmenistan. Minister of Electricity, Eng. Ziad Ali Fadhil, signed an agreement with Turkmen Minister of State for Gas Affairs, Maksud Babayev, to supply Turkmen gas to power plants in Iraq. The Minister of Electricity said, according to a statement by his media office, with the full support of Prime Minister Mohammad Shia al-Sudani. We signed today an important agreement with Turkmenistan to supply 20 million cubic meters of gas per day, which will contribute to the operation of all our gas stations to ensure the national network. He added, Turkmen gas will be transported to Iraq via the Iranian pipeline network, according to the swap mechanism in cooperation with the Swiss company, Lockstone Energy. He pointed out, the signing of the agreement was the culmination of intensive technical efforts that extended for more than a year, including multiple meetings and mutual visits, and the signing of a memorandum of understanding last year. Tishwash. A new law to reform the Iraqi economy. Will it achieve aspirations? The economic system in Iraq faces increasing challenges that require firm legislative measures to reform the current situation and achieve a qualitative shift in the national economy. In this context, a new law is being prepared within the Council of Representatives, which is expected to be voted on in the coming period. The law, which was referred to the Parliamentary Economic Committee months ago, covers all economic aspects of the country, and several workshops have been organized in cooperation with businessmen, industrial experts and economists to ensure a comprehensive discussion of its provisions and to identify the points that should be focused on in the final amendment of the law. The committee's deputy chairman, Yasser al-Husseini, said, the law reached the House of Representatives in general, and the Economic Committee in particular months ago, and it includes all laws that include the economic aspect. He added, the committee held many workshops at all levels, whether for businessmen or industrial and economic experts, stressing that the committee is proceeding with reading this law and working to vote on it during the next phase in cooperation with other specialized committees. The figures indicate that the economic sector in Iraq suffers from many challenges, most notably technological obsolescence and dilapidated infrastructure, which makes it urgent to have legislation that encourages various investments and clearly defines the partnership between the public and private sectors. An important step. In turn, the expert in economic affairs, Abdul Salam Hassan, said, this law is an important step on the path to economic reform, but it will not achieve the desired results without including specific provisions that focus on developing the productive sectors, most notably the industrial and agricultural sectors, and reducing dependence on oil revenues as a primary source of national income. Hassan added in a statement to Iraq Observer that it is also necessary for the law to include measures that ensure stability in the market and facilitate the investment environment by simplifying the legal and bureaucratic procedures facing investors, in addition to providing real guarantees to protect the rights of investors, whether they are local or foreign. Experts also stress the need for the new laws to take into account the establishment of strict control mechanisms to combat financial and administrative corruption, and to ensure a fair distribution of resources between the various sectors and regions of Iraq. These laws must also include stimulating the private sector to be a strong partner in the development process, by providing tax facilities and granting easy investments, in order to create an encouraging economic environment. Tishwash. After a cautious calm, a sudden state of alert was imposed in Ain al-Assad in Anbar. Ain al-Assad Air Base, where U.S. forces are stationed, entered a state of sudden alert today, Friday, October 18, 2024, with intensive helicopter flights in the skies of the base. An informed source told Baghdad today, this afternoon, Ain al-Assad Air Base in Anbar Governorate witnessed the sudden imposition of strict security measures, with intensive flying of helicopters in the skies of the base, stressing that these measures included the western, northern and southern parts of the base, where the security towers were observed on alert. He added, the reasons for this sudden mobilization are not precisely known, but the announcement of Sinwar's martyrdom may be one of the possible reasons for this mobilization. But the matter remains not precisely confirmed, ruling out that it is within a training framework. The source explained that such measures are usually taken based on directives from senior leadership, whether in Washington or the main headquarters in the Arabian Gulf, noting that sudden alerts come when something is expected to happen. On the 10th of this month, an informed source reported that the Ain al-Assad base suddenly abandoned the state of maximum alert without prior warning, indicating that the situation is very normal, and that the motives behind these changes are not known, but they may be a plan or based on an order from Washington to remove the danger. Listen to the full version on the official dinarreport.com website and become our supporter on Patreon. Source: dinarrecaps.com